Hello students, welcome back to classes on computer graphics. So the next topic in module 1, that is about the input devices. Uh, Input devices. See, this is one of the favorite term, I hope, for you all, because we are all familiar with the computer or laptop, right? What is an input device? The device which is used to provide the input or data to the system, which is called as input device, right? There are many variety of input devices available. So yeah, that the list of devices will be discussing. Okay, the well-known input devices are keyboard, mouse, trackball, right? Then pen, light pen, which can be used with digitizer, right? These days touch screen devices are available. Manually we can provide the input. Then voice input also can be provided, right? Apart from that, we have a set of logical input devices as well, logical inputs as well. We'll be discussing about them also in detail, okay? About the physical devices as well as the logical inputs. Fine. The first one is listed here as a keyboard. Much about this I'm not going to explain because you are all familiar with this. So it's a keyboard on a graphic system is used to enter the text string, okay, which is showing command and selecting menu option, as you are aware of. Apart from keyboard, we have button boxes and dials. So buttons are often used to input the predefined functions. Buttons are kind of menus, so that can be displayed on the screen, and once you select the particular button, a set of action will be taken, right? So Java, earlier we have seen about the Java buttons in the previous semester. Just recall them. Using swings, we have created the Java buttons using swings and applets, right? Then we have mounted mouse devices. Mouse is a handheld device usually moved around the flat surface to position the screen cursor. You know the role of mouse. There are three buttons with a mouse: left, right, and middle button. Each performs a specific task, right? It is used as a pointing device. So mouse is a pointing device. So cursor, to locate the cursor or pointer, this device is used. And in some cases, to make a selection also mouse is used. Then we have trackball and spaceball. So trackball is a ball device that can be rotated with the fingers or palm of the hand to produce the screen cursor movement. Obviously, this trackball is used to, once again, it's a pointing device. It is used to place the cursor on the specific location of the screen. And spaceball is an extension of 2D trackball. So it's a used, this spaceball is used with respect to 3D coordinate system with respect to x, y, and z, whereas trackball is used for 2D coordinate. Next is about the joystick. So it is used as the positioning device, which uses a small vertical lever or stick mounted on the base. That is called as joystick. Then data glove. So data glove can be used to grasp the virtual object. So the glove is constructed with a series of sensors that detect the hand and finger motion. We have digitizer as well. So the digitizer is a common device used for drawing, painting, or selecting the positions. Okay. We have scanners as well. So drawing, you know about the scanner. It is used to scan the picture and all, right? Then we have touch panel, as I told you earlier. We have light pen then uh, to make the input for the digitizers and all. Then voice system we have. Okay. Next is about the graphics environment. So graphics on internet web. See, so a great deal of graphics development is now done over internet through TCP/IP protocol, and also we can use the web browser in the sense. So you need to you need to have the URL, right? Uniform resource locator. Through that you can locate to any website, World Wide Web, www. So that URL bar you must be aware of, right? which uses secured or normal HTTP connection, so HTTP or HTTPS of so and so, right? Each URL sometimes also called as universal resource locator, which contains the protocol and the server. Graphics software. Next is about the, say, there are two types of packages, software packages available for computer graphics. One is special and other one is the uh, special purpose package and general programming package. So special purpose and general programming. In special purpose package are designed for the non-programmers. Special purpose package, here CAD tools and all, just drag and drop, select the tool which you want to use in your object, just make the selection and use them, that's it. So special purpose packages, their best example is CAD. You are not going to program anything there. We have all studied about CAD now in the first or second semester. Application, you have not considered any programming, right? That was not related to any programming, because everything were programmed before, and ready-made tool was given. Your job was just to select whichever the object you want to develop and divide that object into sub objects. So if you want to use the line, or if you want to use the cube or rectangle, whatever it is, just select them from the toolbox and use it, that's it, right? That is called a special purpose package. General purpose package is the one, it is purely for the programmers, where programming environment or the compiler is given for you. Your job is to code the model and develop the model. So with that is with by considering the OpenGL uh, OpenGL library. By considering the OpenGL library, will be developing the different programs. That is what general purpose packages will be discussing about much throughout this subject. Okay. Uh, so this is what the computer graphics software with different coordinate system representation. There are three different coordinates available: modeling, word, and viewing projection coordinate. So word coordinate is the one which is the actual coordinate system of the object. It is projected onto modeling coordinate, and finally on the viewing coordinate. Okay, normalized coordinate system. The three different coordinate system we'll be discussing. Sorry, four different word coordinate, modeling, viewing, and projection, as well as normalized coordinate system are the different coordinate system we'll be discussing throughout. Okay, much we'll be discussing about them in viewing. That is in the next chapter. I mean next module. So projection of the model, it is very easy to understand. See, suppose your image to be displayed on the screen, the actual coordinate on the word coordinate, your size, the man size, real size will be different, and on the projection, it the size, obtained size is different, because the size of the monitor also matters. So your photo can be produced on the mobile screen as well, it can be produced on the TV screen, it can be produced on the large projector as well, right? Suppose you are a 5-bit person, then your full size image can be captured and it can be produced on a very small window as well. In this, at the same time, it can be produced over the on the large projectors as well, like cinema theater projectors as well, right? So the size, the uh, image which which is going to be captured and which is going to be produced is depending upon the size or the uh, what you say, yeah, size or the resolution of the projector. So that projection involves various understanding of various coordinate system. Very simple, right? Those various coordinates are like word coordinate, that is what the real word coordinate is. Then we have window coordinate or modeling coordinate, viewing coordinate, as well as normalized coordinate system. Okay. Now let us see about the graphics functions as well as software standards in the next session.